Hello. You sound low on the mic, announcer. Probably. Because I am pretty low energy. Probably just turn it up a little bit so that way you guys can hear me. Just a tiny bit more. There we go. Hey, which trim is this affecting? Oh, it is affecting the eyes. What's a 40k character that doesn't currently have a playable mini that you would like to see announced? I would like to see announced. I don't have an answer. This is a nice surprise. Love the shorts, man. Glad you enjoy them. Just dropped in to say hi. It's already past midnight in Poland, so I'm heading to sleep. You have a good night. Imperial Fists, I see. No, we just don't have claws or glasses. I know there's a way to make emblems in this game and, like, put them into the game. Orchimedes would be a legit... Would legit be a good... Would be a legit good ad. Yeah, Orchimedes. Do you think Angron will eventually turn up on Armageddon as part of the 11th and bring some new unit? Schnippa. There's a video on my channel called The Fourth War of Armageddon. You can watch that. You can watch that one. Diocletian needs a model.
What is your will or instructions? I will do as you ask.
Scouts reporting for duty.
Diocletian's Custodes who TCOM very much enjoys because the guy loves tearing into people verbally.
At your command.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Actually, Custodes and Sons need... Sisters of Silence need, like, a couple of named characters, period. I just really want World Eaters to get something new in 11th, as our roster is a bit limited.
Defending objective.
I don't want to hear it when your entire army gets rapid fire and you get tanks. How about we give some love to the Emperor's Children before we even touch the guys who get rapid fire on everything?
Defending objective. I sense danger.
The only new model Emperor's Children's got is a model that all Chaos got.
I will do as you ask. With all due haste.
Scouts in position.
Hello, Mole. Want me to grant you energy? Nah, it's okay.
Under fire.
Oh no, he's hitting my men with a stick.
Scouts in position. Position search commencing. Scouts in position. Gathering intelligence. We will take them down from here.
At your command. Charge. Engaging the enemy.
Area secured. Scouts in position.
Marine squad deployed.
Scouts awaiting orders. Search commencing. Scouts in position.
Yes, my lord.
Damn, Sisters of Battle, acting like this spot is yours.
Commencing attack. Direct us to the enemy.
At your command.
Faith is our shield.
Scouts ready. At your command.
Heresy grows from idleness. Charge. Taking heavy fire.
I await your instructions. With all due haste.
Ever vigilant.
Scouts ready. Search commencing. Scouts in position.
Did I fucking say you could have that?
The Emperor's chosen.
Hey, announcer, how have you been? I'm tired. Just been a tiring week.
Sir,
At your command. We stand ready.
Had a lot to do. I cry about having small unit choice, but to be fair, they are getting there, even if the newest unit is just a Space Marine Reaver in disguise.
Marine squad are the Emperor's chosen.
here to serve. With all due haste.
I think Leagues of Votan got a really good expansion.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Getting a couple of new HQ choices, some new units,
Fear denies.
a new vehicle too. A much needed vehicle, like on top of that.
Onward to glory. We are the Emperor's chosen.
Fits their aesthetics well, all that kind of stuff.
Direct us to the enemy.
Position secure.
Yes, most beneficent one.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, Lord. I will do as you ask.
Scouts awaiting orders. At your command.
I like the news short about another Primarchs return. I know people wanted like Gilliman like freaking out to Perturabo, but genuinely he wouldn't.
Stay vigilant, brothers.
He hasn't really freaked out to any of his brother Primarchs returning,
Rooted out.
Yes.
because genuinely, the Traitor Primarchs are they get in their own way
As you ask.
Scouts here.
all the time.
At your command.
Dorn is not coming back next. I can reassure you of that one. People were arguing with me on that one. They're like, no, this Primarch did that. And I'm like, no. Angron didn't do that on his own. Angron got pointed in a direction. Angron can't plan for shit on his own.
Scouts ready.
Don't give the idiot credit where credit is not due for him.
Heresy grows from idleness.
Getting into position.
Yes, my lord. We are the Emperor's chosen. Cleanse, purge, kill. Awaiting orders. We are the Emperor's chosen.
Fireburn. Fulgrim. Rylanor didn't do that.
Maintain attack formation.
Rylanor didn't do shit. Rylanor said, fuck you, you're ugly. And then Fulgrim proceeded to crack him open like a goddamn tin can. And the Thousand Sun Marines that were holding the virus bomb back basically said, and I quote, well, I guess someone's got to king shame you.
Yes, most beneficent one. Initializing.
Rylanor's story is tragic. It's not epic.
What is your order?
He was the last loyal Emperor's children left to rust and die.
What is your will?
And Fulgrim quickly forgot about him.
I await your instructions. I await your instructions.
The Rylanor song is good. The guys who made it did a really good job, but damn, do they misrepresent that story. What if he died? What? Also, all the traded Primarchs seem quite dumb. They're not dumb.
I shall obey.
You have to understand chaos to understand why they get fucked over.
Initiated. Build routine set.
It's a fundamental misunderstanding of how chaos works, and that everyone thinks like chaos is this
Scouts awaiting orders.
organized force when they're not.
Yes, my lord.
They are very much not. They are not the Iron Warriors. They are not the Black Legion as a whole. They're... When you are a Demon Prince of Chaos, which is what the Demon Primarchs are, they are Demon Princes.
Scouts awaiting orders.
They're just a lot bigger than a Demon Prince because, well, they're Primarchs. When it comes to the Demon Primarchs, they are beholden to the wills of the gods. Because remember, the gods own their souls, and if the gods want them to go do something, bitch boy gonna go do it or else. It's why we haven't seen Mortarion be really active recently, because after his failure in the Plague War, ya boy Nurgle is keeping him on a short leash right now. Because Nurgle told him, come home, your plan's gonna fail. And then Mortarion said, no, I'm gonna kill Robuti Gilliman. And then Nurgle said, okay, I'm gonna watch you fail. And when that happens, I'm gonna laugh at you. Because the Chaos Gods are not interested... They're not interested in the mortal realm outside of it being a food source.
Maintain attack formation.
They are interested in the mortal realm in a way for them to get power.
Scouts here. Scouts ready.
And if it threatens their territory within the warp, they're going to prioritize that over actual objectives. Because again, the great game means more to these idiots than anything else in the universe.
With all due haste.
And the great game is status quo
Position.
rules, fuck you. We don't know if that even was the Emperor, guys. You got to remember, there's two Emperors in 40k. There's the warp entity known as the Emperor, and then there's the guy on the chair. And it's not clear which one possessed Gilliman in that moment. I know people like to think it's guy on the chair, but we just don't know.
intelligence.
What are your needs?
Not so much an Emperor fan. I want him dead. It seems like GW are pitching him for something eventually, so I hope he gets bodied.
At your command.
He's never going to get bodied, and he's never getting off the chair. Them's the rules.
What are your needs?
Yes, my lord. Scouts advance. I sense danger. We will root it out.
Apothecary ready.
Sisters. Over here. Tau over there.
Search
Beater Enemy 4 is dead.
At
Do
your
not
command.
run towards the flamethrower.
At your command. Search commencing.
Apothecary ready. Apothecary here. Apothecary here. Who requires my aid?
Yes, my lord. At your command. At your command.
The last line of Call and Fear regarding the Emperor is terrifying, though. I don't remember the last line of it. So what would you like to see added for Emperor's Children? Give us back our tanks. Emperor's Children had armor companies. Give us a Chaos version of land speeders, and give us Chaos bikes. Sarah! Sarah! Don't even be yelling, kitty. Come here. You want snuggles and loves, you come here. You want snuggles and loves, come here. Don't just scream. You don't need to. Alright, well, my cat's gonna scream. I tried telling Sinef that the Emperor cannot die or get off the throne unless GW want to do 40k end times. We don't even know if he'll come back at end times. That's the thing. That's way too hyper-specific.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest.
What game is this? This is Dawn of War.
I await your instructions.
This is ye old Warhammer. This is your grandpa's Warhammer. I mean, technically you can if GW writes it that the way that they can literally do anything to justify selling new toys. I mean, fair.
Apothecary here.
And there are plenty of times where multiple companies have said we're never going to do this, and then they end up doing it. But so far,
What are your needs?
the consensus is the veggie stays on the chair.
How can I serve?
The sperm donor remains a deadbeat. Literally and figuratively. Come here. Come cuddle. Nope. Nope. I'm coming to get you. I'm coming for you. No, I'm not hanging out in the bathroom with you.
I command in the name of the Emperor.
My cat loves hanging out in the bathroom. If you go into the bathroom and you leave her out of the bathroom, it is a grievous insult to her. She will be very upset with you if you go into the bathroom and leave her out of it. No. You're going to keep screaming. You're going to keep screaming if I let you go. And then people will think I'm abusing you. And I don't want them to think I hurt my baby. Because I love you. If anything, I'm too nice and caring and affectionate towards you. Worst I do is just pick you up and give you a tiny squeeze. Because you're so fluffy. No. 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 You get to spend time with Dad. You get to spend time with me. Because you're being a brat. You're being a brat. Oh, Sephoradex, you understand me. Sarah does the same thing. This fucking creature. Nah, you want attention, but I can't leave the office to just pet you and love on you because I have a job to do. Stupid. You know this. You know this for a fact. So don't be dummy. Don't be a dummy. I do this every week. You know this, kitty.
My powers are yours to command. Venerate the immortal emperor.
If someone got dropped, if some random person from our time got Isekai into Warhammer 40k, and would they know it immediately? Depends on what world they landed on. And it's just best to shoot yourself at that point.
There is no such thing as innocence.
It's best to get truck cunned again. Because anywhere is better than Warhammer 40k. Minus Berserk. Cat wants attention, human. Give attention, cat. No, not like that. Yes. Just reroll that Isekai. I'm built different. T-Com, you know what? No, fuck you. Arachnids. That's right. Low blow, motherfucker, but, arachnids, bitch. Starship Troopers, oh no.
It's the first step on the road to disappointment.
40k is irredeemable. Oh man, I'd love to live in the Pokemon universe. Oh man, I'd love to live in the Yu-Gi-Oh universe. Me? What the fuck? No, I would not like to live in 40k. Thank you very much. I like doing this thing called living. I'm too much of a bitch. Too much of a cowardly bitch to die. But then you in the warp. Why would you be in the warp? You're not a part of their universe, naturally. Oh, if you off yourself, there is a chance you still become a servitor. Yeah, even in death, you still serve, you dumb bitch.
I am the Emperor's will made manifest.
Oh, it's a tank.
Apothecary here. I follow your commands. Faith is purest when it is unquestioned. No servant of the Emperor shall fall if I can help it. By the Emperor it shall be so. Terminators ready.
Is it good? Is it good to be a human in Tau society? Sure, if you like being a second-class citizen with no rights. Or at least you have better rights than the Imperium, but those better rights are... Well, as long as you get a comfy bed, but you better be doing stuff that moves the... that benefits the Empire, Guela.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be no...
Is this the definitive edition? Looks good. It is the definitive edition.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates...
Mostly because trying to get the originals to work is a pain in the ass.
Praise the Emperor and strike down his Order Malleus has sent us to aid you.
For the Emperor. To me, brothers. For the honor of the chapter.
And essentially, you're just buying a full video game at that point because all the expansions are in the game, so... Nah, this is a great collection.
Build routine 721. Initiate your instructions.
I accept
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
I await your instructions.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
How can I serve?
Beware the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
Oh damn, who died? I kind of hate how the tower's so naive, though. It's annoying. They're not. They're not naive. They've lost that naivete a long time ago. It's just they're showing off more of the ignorance of the Tau. There's a difference between being naive and ignorant. And the Tau are more ignorant now than they have ever been naive. In the early times, yeah, they were naive to the threats around them because they're learning. But now they have learned. So yeah, the characterization is, like, long done. So you don't need to worry about it anymore.
I will do as you ask. With all due haste. I
know people like to point out the, well, they let, like, a ton of their people get killed by the Drukhari. Yeah, but guess what? The Tau aren't the only ones that can't tell the difference between the Drukhari and the Eldari. They're not the only ones.
Yes, my lord.
Apothecary here.
Since the Grey Knights are here, are those Space Marines gonna get Men in Black mind wiped? Meh.
How can I serve?
You think this is canon?
The are your needs?
Rhino transport deployed. Rhino ready. Land Raider armored transport here.
Hey, boss. Hope you're having a good day. I'm having a tired off day. But thank you.
Will be done.
Honestly, I'm sad we never got the Tau Commander suit from this as a model. From this game as a model. Yeah. Kinda sucks.
Transport is prepared.
Taking hits.
Going straight to the front line.
I have awoken. I am ready to serve again.
Setting stabilizers.
Into the maelstrom of battle.
Under fire.
Predator tank.
North Sail, thanks for the follow.
Preparing to redeploy.
Disembarking.
This is where I leave you.
The battlefield awaits.
By the Emperor it shall be so.
Land Raider armored transport here. Moving out. His will be done.
What are your needs?
Strategic point identified.
How many Tau would it take to kill a squad of Noise Marines?
Position.
Do you want the game answer, or do you want, like, an actual answer?
Here to
Because you're not going to like either or.
Here to serve.
There he
So
is.
this is where the Emperor's will brings us.
Initializing build protocol.
Faith is purest when
I
it is
await your
unquestioned.
instructions. Build routine 721 initiated.
My knowledge is at your disposal. Land Raider armored transport here. Approaching target.
I don't even play Warhammer, but well, I'm glad you enjoy.
Position.
So why use the image of a Monty Mole as your avatar? Because it's like, you play Mario Party once, and you see his victory animation where he's tapping his belly, he's happy
Who stands with
and everything, and you're just like, you know what?
Yes, Lord.
Yeah.
As you wish.
Yeah, I feel like that sometimes, dude. Sometimes I'm very happy when I win. I just want to tap my belly. I feel that
Dispatch me here. I stand
in me bones.
at your disposal.
Command me. By his word. To me, my brothers. By his word. Take me into battle.
Defending objective.
Do I think certain cover parts should break off so that the player has to adapt more? No. You gotta understand, there has to be... You're never, ever going to have one-to-one realism in any game that you're playing. Because if things were too real, the fun dies immediately.
Faith is eternal.
Is it realistic for, like, cover that you're hiding in to take damage and be weathered down over time? Yes. Is it very fun if there's a mechanic in the game where stuff just blows up buildings? There already is, but it's very specific. And if you're just removing terrain, then you have an empty board with nothing going on. And then you're fucked, depending on what army you're playing. And then that requires more energy for people to remember during a game about what cover has degraded over time, and it's just too much for a player to remember. Because you're not only I'll show you what I mean after this game. Like, I'll go into Tabletop Sim and I'll show you, like, everything you have to worry about as, like, a player. Like, you already have a lot to think about. Arbiter Ian did a really good video on mental load for players that I think is, like, a really good video.
The fallen shall be forever remembered as the Emperor's finest. As ordered, the battlefield awaits.
But, like, I'll just have to show you guys what I mean.
I am the instrument of his will. At last, back to war.
Embark.
Neoprine coasters. Beware for the announcer of games mousepad. With nice cake cushion, you know? Jesus, game, that's a lot of destroyers. Okay, they already tore that up.
Taking damage.
Command me.
As ordered.
I will crush those who stand before me.
Oh, they have a monolith. Fuck.
Under fire.
Scouts disembarking.
Alright, well, we'll just clear out the buildings.
They are finished.
Drop me here and await further order. This day shall be a glorious one.
My blade. All sinners fear the Emperor's wrath. The battlefield awaits.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium. Beware the alien.
Even in death, I still serve.
To the rally point.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must
Oh, there's the
be
Necron Lord. Shit. And there's the monolith.
Deep striking. Deep striking.
Under fire.
Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Taking hit.
At your command.
The battlefield awaits. Faith is purest when it is unquestioned.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby. My knowledge is at your disposal. Walk softly and carry a big gun.
How can I serve? Answer them shot for shot. The battlefield awaits. The enemies of the Emperor shall be destroyed.
softly and carry a big gun.
Okay, that monolith couldn't have gotten far. There it
Follow
is.
me into battle. Hope is the first step
Your
on the road to
wise
disappointment.
counsel belies your years. How can I serve? The battlefield awaits.
This day shall be a glorious one for you.
Flower Forgetting, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I want to show you guys like how much you have to actually think about when it comes to a tabletop game, and then understand why they don't do certain mechanics. It's not because they don't want to, it's because they probably already thought about it, and then they tried it, and it just was too much.
Enemies of the Emperor still draw breath. There can be no peace.
Here to serve.
Apothecary here. How can I serve? Your wise counsel belies your years.
Oh, that Necron Lord got busy.
Challenge.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
What are your needs?
What is your will?
Direct me to the injured. How can I serve? Strike them down with all your might! Under fire! The enemies of man cannot stand before us! Rhino here. Predator tank here. Death has arrived. What are your needs?
All right, give me one moment here. Has been absolutely amazing. I'm glad that you're enjoying my YouTube. I'm glad. Seems like the Necrons will be taken care of soon enough. Yep. How much you need to think about unless you play World Leaders. Then IRs are just full send all the time. Oh yeah. But single player, we'll load up a map. Sorry, just doing this to load up everything. V1, chapter approved. Just load the map. So, I'm going to load in a few things here, so bear with me. Yeah, just like bear with me, please. I'm sorry. So we're gonna load in those like 3 things for them, and then we'll grab my 1,000 Suns. It's just easier to do that. Alright, so when it comes to a game of 40k, you're thinking about a lot of things. And you're already thinking about what can see what, who can see who is in terrain, who is not in terrain, how far is who from what. So ranges and shit like that. You're already thinking about the abilities of the different units that you're fighting and that kind of thing. So, say if my Primaris Intercessor was hiding in this terrain, but a Defiler, when shooting at the terrain, if my Primaris squad survives, oh, well, the terrain has -1. Okay, so the terrain's useless then because -1 to your armor save? Like, -1 to your cover? Like, there's no cover save. It's just +1 to your armor if you're in cover. So, how would that work? So then this terrain piece is useless, and your brain's just going to be like, well, fuck this terrain piece, I guess. Like, who fucking cares? Now, it's a useless piece of terrain. Which means now there's less line of sight blocking on the board. Especially if it was one of these buildings, because watch this. Look how much space there is now with no cover. Nothing. Compared to what it was now. Mechanically, it would just make the game worse. Along with trying to remember, oh, what pieces of terrain have what? Because, like, I can guarantee you that no one is going to remember, like, later on in the game, which building has what debuffs on it. There are buildings that you can destroy in 40k. They're called fortifications, but regular terrain like ruins, not going to happen. And this is just like this is a board that's built for like ITC competitive. Let me show you a regular Warhammer table. Really think about how you want to go about designing a game like this. Destroying every rock? Do I hit the rock or do I hit the unit? And then you have to do so many rules regarding that, right? Oh yeah, there are so many tanks. Oh, Shipon, don't rely on that because there are rules to make sure that you can't just like camp in a building and you can fuck over your opponent. There are mission objectives that are going to force you to like really go do shit. You're not just going to be able to hide in buildings. And they did release and talk about like specific things. Shut up, me. I want to hear it from me. Unlike the lot of you, I don't like listening to my own voice. So they just released the new updated terrain rules. That was me jumping over to where like my Twitch was. Because I have it open just in case I need to do something because my mods aren't around. Alright. Hidden and obscuring. There is an obscuring terrain area between all models in units A and D, so none of them are visible to each other. All models in unit B and C are within the terrain area and are infantry, so are hidden. However, Unit D's models are within the 15-inch detection range of Unit B's models, but not Unit C's models. So Unit B's models are visible to Unit D's until D's models are, and Unit D's models are also visible to models in Unit B and C, since they are not within a terrain area. So yeah, you're not going to be able to hide very well. Like, this is good, do not get me wrong, but like, don't get ahead of yourself when it comes to terrain. Because there's also the ability of plunging fire. I have a question unrelated to tabletop. I'm unclear on how there are plants in the warp. I'm not sure if they are reflections of real space. Oh! Plants just exist in the warp. Planets just exist in the warp. Because they either got sucked in from warp tears in reality, or they're planets created by the Chaos Gods. And some are giant demons. Yes. Hilariously, there was a really fat guy that was a planet once. Are there any Emperor-class Titans minis for tabletop? Emperor class is real fucking big. The highest we've ever gone to is Warlord. Warhound, Reaver, and Warbringer, Warlord. Yeah, the tallest we have now is Warlord. Are Emperor class Titans like battle sized? No. No, they are not planet sized. That's insane. It's very hard to show scale. It's very hard to show scale in Warhammer. Like, in this art piece, this is the Dies Irae from the Horus Heresy. This is an Emperor class Titan. And you can see that the Warhound only comes up to its waist. Titans are walking, talking skyscrapers. They're walking... They're fortresses with legs. There is, of course, that one being built by Eric's workshop, but I don't know which Titan that is supposed to be. Warhound only comes up to its knee. Yep. Which of the Primarchs would play Yu-Gi-Oh? Gilliman, Korax, Magnus, Lehman Russ would definitely play. Perturabo. Vulcan would just be there because he likes being included. Alfarius, because oh my god, there's trap cards. And Horus would organize the game nights. Oh, well, Iron God, have I news for you? Don't worry. Oh boy, I hope this does not get me fucked over. Where are they? They're I know they're there. I know what they are. Give me a fuck. Where are they? Ah, there is a Religious Girl Institute deck. And it's funny. Not the Magician's deck, not the fucking Rose deck. XYZ. I know they're an XYZ deck. Exo Sisters! Yes! They go to religious school! They go to religious school, chat! They're a bunch of fucking lesbians that go to religious school and worship God! They exist! I wish there was a Warhammer Yu-Gi-Oh! We had a card game. It was bad. One of them will play trap monsters, especially with one of them having the ace monster of Eldritch to the Golden Lord. Oh, God. No, you don't want a Warhammer Yu-Gi-Oh crossover unless Yu-Gi-Oh is the one that is the primary and and Warhammer 40k is the cards. I wonder why the end of Empire is so powerful. Does it feed on the other acts of murder, or the creation of an act is that powerful in the warp? What? What are you talking about? They're a bunch of lesbians going to religious school, chat! Clip that, please. Fuck, there's moments where my mouth moves faster than my brain. Trap cards I often like to use is basically no... Oh, Jesus, there's a lot. There's already a Magic the Gathering Warhammer crossover, they might as well. Yeah, I have the Chaos deck. I was. That's every all-girls school. Chat, I'm gonna remind you. Oh my god, you're putting me in a place where there's only the one gender that I like? Thank you. So you be the World Eaters in Dawn of War, and I get Rogue Trader yesterday. I'm looking forward to becoming a heretic. You can't be... So this was before the World Eaters were their own designated army. Dawn of War came out in 2004. The closest you're going to get is Red Chaos Space Marines and Khorne Berserkers. That's the best you're going to get. There should have been an Orc deck in that set. There should have been one deck for each army. Or at least each faction. One Eldar deck, one Imperium deck, one Orc deck, one Tau deck, one Necron deck, one Chaos deck, so on and so forth. There should have been decks. You play as Word Bearers in Dark Crusade. Yes, you do. And you don't play as World Eaters in Winter Assault. You play Blood Legion of Khorne. But yeah, like, I have thought about, in my off time, in my nerdiest moments, I have thought about, like, oh, what would a Space Marine deck in Yu-Gi-Oh be like? What would an Imperial Guard deck be like in a Yu-Gi-Oh deck? Or like, what would a Chaos Space Marine Yu-Gi-Oh deck be like? They're interesting, but everything I come up with is just like, how do you get like the main motifs of that style? And like, what would their game plan be? Hey there, AOG. First time attending one of your streams. Found you a few months back on YouTube and have been a fan ever since. Out of curiosity, with 11th edition coming, think there's any chance of a generic single model for Krieg like Acadian Castellan? Don't they already have that? I thought they had something for that. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I thought they did have like a Krieg officer by himself. Engineers, Krieg Command Squad, Death Corps of Krieg. Huh. Oh yeah, Lord Marshal Dreer. Oh wait, this is a named character, right? Sorry, give me a minute. Sorry, give me a minute. I don't play guard. I don't play guard. I played them before. I don't play guard now. So forgive me for my ignorance. Oh shit, yeah, he's just a named character. Fuck. Oops. In my opinion, they should just be company commanders. They should not be like Lord Castellan, like a Cadian Castellan or anything like that. It should just be company commander again, or guard commander. I would love the Imperial Guard to have options for their guard regiments to theme them better. And I don't like that each individual regiment got their own fucking stat sheets. That annoyed the hell out of me. Mole for the mole god, sunglasses for the sunglasses shelf. I'd be totally fine with the generic commander again. Chat, would getting the 11th edition starter box be a good way to start playing games with my young kids, 4 and 5, since I could use my World Eaters Combat Patrol as an army and they could have the orcs and the reds? Yeah, actually, those starter boxes are usually a really good deal. We don't know what'll be in the 11th edition starter box yet. But the current one, which is... The current one, which is High Fleet Leviathan. If I could... So they don't have the big box on here anymore, but I'm going to go find it. Give me a moment. So these boxes are usually there at the beginning. I want to go onto eBay. Bash Corex, thank you for the follow. So these boxes are great for when you want to start an edition, and they're always a good buy because you get the new models of that edition. And if you don't want the other half of the box, you can just sell them off, or you go halvesies. In this instance, I went halvesies with a friend of mine, and he took all the Tyranids, and I got all the Marines. And it was great. It was awesome. You'll have to split the construction booklet, because the construction booklet is, but this was like $300, and there's more than $300 worth of models in this box, along with a rulebook. So yes, like, if you can, always get the edition starting box, because, oh my god, are they amazing. Like, holy shit, are they good. You're usually getting your bang for your buck. Do I plan to branch out to other tabletop games? Well, my friend. Well, that's the thing. I have expanded just a little bit. Slowly. We're getting there. But, if you go over to my Patreon here, you get to see exclusive content. Look at all that exclusive content. I've done videos on Battletech. And we plan to expand more. My wallet cries. I understand why you use sunglasses. God damn, that's bright. Yeah. Really wish we had a fucking dark mode. We need to play some Battletech at some point, boss. We do. Have you ever brought Magnus the Blue to a game before? Well, you see, Phoenix. You see, Phoenix. You see, Phoenix. Man, if I scroll down. If you go watch this video. If you go watch this video. The answer to your question is yes, I fucking did. Yes, I fucking did. You can go watch this video. My local 40K tournament, what happened? I thought Patreon had a dark mode. The Warhammer community page does not. The Warhammer store and the Warhammer community page do not have a dark mode. We were supposed to do funny video on Trench Crusade. Yeah, well, we'll get there when I'm not, like, stressed the fuck out and busy. What orc is your favorite? Blood Flag from Dawn of War 2. I love him. Too bad he's never coming back. Oh well. Be aware, though, Battletech has about as much lore, if not more than 40K. Oh, yeah. Man, you guys want to learn the legal history behind Battletech? I promise it'll make you want to die. I was giving you a hard time, but I know you are. He's Abaddon's sword. No, End of Empire is not Abaddon's sword. Draknien is Abaddon's sword. Draknien. Its title is the name Draknien, the End of Empires and the Echo of the First Murder. Its name is Draknien. That's what I'm like. What the fuck are you talking about? You're saying its title, not its actual name. Ever thought about playing Lancer and stuff? Oh man, if I had people that would be interested. Catgirl sword Draknien. Ooh, as he starts swinging it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Mew. Please stop. If you want legal lore, read up on StarCraft and Warhammer Legal Battle. Did they have a legal battle? I refuse to write that fucking word! Drakneon. No idea what Lancer is, but I'll learn. Lancer is a mech RPG. It's kind of mixed because it's clearly made by a very talented illustrator, but the rules do be a bit the rules do be a bit annoying as shit. Ms. Lancer. You pilot giant mechs in a futuristic setting. Draknien just needs a few more times at the blacksmith to work the kinks out. Is AOS better than 40k? That's an opinion. Is it better than 40k? Depends on if you like fantasy stuff more than you like sci-fi stuff. Am I going to say one is better than the other? No. Is what it is. The ultimate weakness to anyone in service of Nurgle is a hot shower / bath and a metric crap ton of crap ton of soap. Did you see the new game trailer? The game called Warhammer Survivors. Yep, I saw it. But it's not Warhammer Survivors. It's an expansion to... Is it not an expansion to fucking... Wait, is it its own game? I thought it was like an expansion to like fucking Vampire Survivors. Yeah, it's standalone. Shit! I thought it was Vampire Survivors. My B. Well, cool. Top-down shooter. Fun. If you enjoy top-down shooters, I hope that one's good. But yeah, like, I don't like to say one is better than the other because we're all coming to these games for different reasons. Like, AOS is its own thing. It is supposed to be smaller scale fantasy battles. And if you don't like Like, I'm gonna just grab Cities of Sigmar here for a second. If you don't like medieval or fantasy, like dark fantasy stuff like this, or like this, I know I'm not showing like the best units, but like we'll get there. If you don't like that stuff, or like you don't like you know what, we're gonna go to like Slaves of Darkness here with the Forces of Chaos, because I know Archaon's model is usually like a make it or break it for people. Is he sold out? Where the fuck is Archaon? Where's my fucking dragon riding asshole? Where is he? Motherfuckers, you better not have, like, Oh, there he is. If you don't think, like, if you look at this and go, nah, not for me, a 3-headed demon dragon with a fucking apocalyptic knight hanging out on the top of it, and you don't think that's cool, or, like, you don't like playing traditional undead. This ain't traditional undead, my beat. If you don't like traditional undead, that kind of thing, you just don't like fantasy, you're not going to like AOS. But if you don't like sci-fi, you're not going to like Warhammer 40k or the Horus Heresy. That's the difference. I have met plenty of people on both sides who are just like, I don't like 40k, but I love Age of Sigmar. I don't like Age of Sigmar, but I love 40k. I don't like either. I like the Horus Heresy. I don't like any of these three, but I like the old world. And then there's the people in a magical place called New Zealand that like Middle-earth. There's a magical place called New Zealand, and they like Middle-earth, which is just Lord of the Rings. They're magical fairy people, chat, and I don't know where they are. I don't know who they are, but they exist. Magical fairy people. Know this. I remember the first trailer for Warhammer Survivors, and it seemed like characters from 40k and AOS were being pulled into a single area and forced to survive. Interesting. I love Renaissance fantasy so much. Guns, X magic is cool. But shield wall plus guns plus magic plus steam. Male moan sound. Ah! Listen. I can't play AOS because the wife told me one or the other. Not both. So I had to choose either 40k or AOS. And when you're already invested in 40k, AOS gets the kibosh. But, like, god damn were those reveals cool, dude. Like, fucking... this is cool! And they were like, no, that looks stupid. Fuck you! Walking Tower is awesome! I will beat anyone's ass. That shit is cool. I like them. I like them a lot. Oh, remind me, it's weird that the kin that got named after Grimnir and 40k are the mages, psychers, and not the melee ones. A little bit weird, but eh. None of those reveals made me go, boring. Yeah, to the content creators that were like, I don't care about this, go to 40k already. Fuck you. You get your 40k. All they talk about is 40k. Then they give a curmudgeon, a little crumb, a smidgen of affection towards AOS and or fantasy and or any other fucking tabletop game that GW owns. Let the people have their fun. You can't sit patiently for 2 seconds Because GW has not fed you your fucking cake enough. Learn some goddamn patience, please. Attention to 40K, you mean just Space Marines? Hey! Hey! Hold on there. Hold on there. It's not just Space Marines. It's not just Space Marines. It's Spiky Marines, too. It's Spiky Marines, too. It's not just Space Marines, you silly Billy. It's the spiky ones, too. Nah, we did give love to other factions. Knights got love. Knights got love. Knights got love. Mechanicus got love. Yes, I know they're also including a fucking Eye of Terror Battalion, Sons of Dorn. I know. I know. But when you are 60% of GW sales, you know where the money's going. But we also got a new model for Orcs coming in 11th edition. New models for Guard. New models for Sisters. They coming. They coming, chat. They are coming. Oh, and then last time, Eldar got love. Like, Eldar got a lot of love. But yes, I know a lot of people are like, ugh, I'm sick of Space Marines getting love. I get it. I really do. As a resident player that plays other things, I get it the most. And it is frustrating. Guard got more units shown off at Adepticon than Grey Knights have kits. Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Money talks, after all. Yep. And Space Marines are the poster boys of 40K. They're always going to get new models. They're always going to get the new stuff. They're always going to be first in line for that. It's always going to be the, here you go, Tau. Here's your special boy cake today. Hooray! And then the Space Marines go, what about my cake, mother? Don't worry, Space Marines. I got you ice cream. This is satisfactory. Admech did have Archmagos Dominus. Dommy thick! Oh yeah, she thick with several capital C's. Ow. And she tall. Tall Dommy Tech Mommy. Tall Dommy Tech Mommy, chat. Look at this tall Dommy Tech Mommy. And she'll step on you. She's tall. She got that. Why am I thinking about the fucking... Why am I thinking about the robot from Robots with the big butt? Why am I thinking about Aunt Fanny? Why? Why am I thinking about Aunt Fanny with her? Oh my god. Why am I thinking about that? I'm like looking at the model more closely now, and I see the fucking, why is that rounded? And my brain's like, oh god, she's Aunt Fanny from Robots. Because there is many things wrong with you. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. There are many things wrong with announcer of games. Go jump in the snow. Go think about what you've done. She's Aunt Fanny mixed with the evil mom. Oh my god, you're right. Oh my god, you're right. Holy shit. God forbid she has a case of backdraft. Oh, no one will survive. Oh my god. Yo, GW, why do you not have a 3D view of this model? Come on! You're denying the boys! Would you like it if we got 100% confirmation of the Dragon of Mars and the Void Dragon being the same being? I wouldn't really care. It would just be a, cool. They probably are. But, like... It also apparently goes toe-to-toe with the new Warsmith dude. Cool. Dragon Mars is just the Catan Void Dragon Shard. Those walking castles for AOS are the greatest drop for work kind. For orc kind. Do you have any theories on things for the 40k A setting? No, I don't, personally. I stopped theorizing stuff a long time ago. I know 40k Theories has like a lot of them, and 40k Theories is a really nice dude, and he should get lots of more viewers because he is excellent and wonderful and a funny lad. I like Fremlays. Fremlays is nice. Very chill dude. Like, chat, if you can. I'm going to go to YouTube here for a second. Go sub to this beautiful person if you haven't already. If you want 40k theories and stuff like that, this is the lad for that. This is the boy. This is the guy. He does so much. He does so much. And he's great. An absolute lad. Just don't talk to him about, text-to-speech device, because that shit annoys him. But, like, go sub and follow this guy. Go watch his stuff. He is absolutely amazing. A wonderful dude. Absolutely hilarious shit poster, too. Like, he dunks on people a lot. It's great. Why am I getting inundated with adverts for Italian sofas? Give an orc mech a Megazord and watch the galaxy burn. It'll be amazing. Been following Rem for a decade. Awesome. Why does he not like TTS? Because he was the Cyberdong guy. And I get it. It's hilarious. It was funny back in the day. But imagine being told the Cyberdong joke every day, anytime someone sees you. The man got annoyed. Yeah, more of that's a joke that's been run into the ground. Exactly. So, like, yeah, a lot of the TTS creators are just like, please, please stop. Please stop. The joke's dead. I'd be pissed as well. I don't remember mention of a Cyberdong. Can the Emperor be entirely recreated out of Cyberdongs? I will go give 40k Theories a follow because I'm curious to his theories. He goes, like, he grabs popular theories and such, and he actually, like, runs them through. Not like, oh, well, we'll just talk about it. No, like, he actually researches stuff and actively, like, has to go through, reread tons of the books and everything, and walk through the evidence and such. Like, he either, like, goes out of his way to debunk something, or, actively, like, says, like, this is actually a credible theory. Dude will cite his sources. Oh, yeah, no, man cites his fucking sources like crazy. I'm actually very happy I actually helped him at one point. It was awesome. I was very happy about that. I got to help a creator I liked. I am very happy when a creator is just like, I'm very happy when I can help somebody, okay? I'm very happy when I can help somebody. Citing sources good to keep up against the AI slop channels. Oh, yeah. The amount of people that have been coming to me with, like, uncited sources, and I'm just like, you got a source for that? And then they start beating around the bush about where they found it. I'm like, what video, what channel? And the second I see AI, I'm like, nope, fuck you, you're wrong. Christ, the amount of slop in my feed lately. I'm going to show you all something. I'm going to show you all something that you can do. I'm going to help you out. I'm going to help you out, chat. Clip this for, like, clip this entirely. I'm going to show you guys something that you can do. I'm going to show you guys something that you can do on your YouTube. So, you go to YouTube. There are these 3 dots on all these videos. If you see AI slop, hit not interested. Hit not interested. Anytime you see AI slop, just hit not interested. It's the same with big videos like this. Not interested. You guys are getting like a full feed of mine. Holy shit. But yeah, like, you can hit not interested. Although you should watch Paul is Bad. He's a funny lad. You curate your own feed. The only reason YouTube will be showing you AI slop is if you let shit autoplay and you're not paying attention. I actively have to pay attention. Anytime I see AI slop anywhere on my feed, if it pops up, it gets nuked. I'm bad at telling what's AI and what isn't. What are some tips? One, check the channel to see if, like, they've been spamming uploads. That's usually a good way to check. If it's an AI voice, AI isn't good at doing inflection. They aren't good at, like, changing their voice or changing their tone. They're never going to be good at that. Because that's, like, specific tonal things that computers just can't do properly. It requires you to actually listen, which sucks. but usually you can tell based on the artwork, you can tell based on the voice that's being used, and so on. Yeah, AI also spams non-related hashtags. Exactly. Because the AI is told, get this to as many eyes as possible, so what's it going to do? It's going to spam hashtags to get it out there as much as possible. But in good news, half the data centers in the U.S. half the data center projects in the U.S. are either delayed or completely stopped because guess what? They don't have any money. Oh, that crash a coming. Ah, thanks. That's super helpful. I watched a guy named Quinn's Ideas, but I couldn't tell. Yeah, it's... The bubble is bursting, and fuck those assholes. Yeah, the thing you need to understand about bubbles is that the bubble, like, it's not a pop and it's done. The pop happens and it deflates. It's not a bubble, it's a balloon. We need to stop calling it a bubble. It's a balloon. Because balloons take a while to deflate. The only acceptable AI is the Cthulhu in a box I've installed on my Lancer frame. The only acceptable AI is this Eldritch Horror I slapped in my engine. Oh, that's good shit. Therefore, we can watch them suffer while eating popcorn. Have you played Wrath and Glory, by the way? I have not played Wrath and Glory. Oh god, the Imperium was right to denounce AI. Yeah, but again, what we don't have, it's not AI. It's better autocomplete. You just have better autocomplete. Its prediction test with greater environmental damage. Exactly. Like, not even joking, some AIs in Lancer are in HPs, which are fragments of an eldritch entity made of math, and that told a computer to make itself exist. So Mechanicus just brags about having autotype and autocorrect. Exactly. Ayo. So I do have like some news here. The script for Need to Know Necrons is done. So I'll be recording that tomorrow. And it won't be ready until sometime next week, which then means that it's getting pushed to It's gonna get pushed to a an April 25th release, and then Need to Know Plague War will be on May 2nd, and then Need to Know. I did get the Cadian book. I did get the Cadian book, the Cadian Gate book. So when that comes, I'll do a video on that. But then it's Need to Know Tyranids after that. Then another Patreon poll. And then a few videos for Patreon, like Patreon exclusive content. Because you guys pay for it. You should have exclusive content. Okay, if that's a thing the priests do and have, that is just simply amazing. Look at this ancient tech we found. It is a phone with an AI called autocorrect. I wonder why it's saying fuck. Need to Know Exorcist, you coward. Maybe convince the people to vote for Bedab War chapters, T-Com. Maybe convince the people to vote for it. We are a democracy! My favorite thing about Warhammer is the lore. So many interesting stories to learn. So, same for the guy who wanted Farsight Enclaves. I voted for Badab War chapters! Well, I'm sorry you guys lost out. But, if you guys want that stuff, get it going. Or bribe me. Like any politician, money goes distances, chat. But even then, I said I have to do all the Xenos first before I touch the Imperium. How much? What are you willing to give? I'm used to losing votes. Wait, what are Exorcists? Exorcists are a Space Marine chapter that originally, when they were first created, were supposed to be the secret successors to the Grey Knights. But then they were retconned into being Sons of Dorn. Like, a subchapter of Dorn. 200. Like, 200 Canadian, 200 European, 200 USD. What 200 what? 200 Marines? That's a lot of Marines. I think they fought Battle Gulf the other day. Hard Rot. I know for a fact we didn't, because I have not played Battle Golf with anyone else online outside of my friends. 200 USD for a video. Fuck. I don't know, Chad. That's a pretty hefty bribe. It's a pretty hefty bribe. And if he bribes me, oh fuck. Oh boy. Ooh. You didn't play with me, Strange Scott, and other friends? Lol, I'm Scott's brother. Oh! Hi! How you doing? How you doing? $200 is $200. It is $200. And I am hard up for money. I can pay you with 200 Monster Energy drinks. I don't drink Monster. It's not good for me. What about a counter bribe of $201 not to do it? What if it's 200 Pepsis? Oh, God. Uh... Oh, no. What's going on here? Monster energy drinks can be bartered for goods and services. 200 Snake Girl plushies? Stop. Stop, you. Stop. I was already... This is something that I was complaining about to my friend Mitsuki and my friend Jin. It's still I was complaining about to them. I'm like, I'm supposed to be like the completely non-sexual mole here. But like, I'm hanging out with so many people. 200 Wartown Titans fully assembled. Oh, fuck, that's a lot. I have your Kofi up. I'll fucking do it. T-Com, please. I'm already stressed enough as it is. Please. Please. How's it hanging? Currently, being bribed/threatened? I know what you are, announcer. We all know what I am! I'm only half kidding. Most T-girls I know live off those drinks, and who else you're going to get to do your IT? You can't hide your secrets. How about 200 las guns? If I wanted a worthless laser gun, I'd ask. As a trans woman can confirm. Oh no. Guys, I already have to get like several videos done. I have to wait for the fucking Cadian Gate book to get here. What is this mole lore that is being teased here? Don't pay attention to who I hang out with. Just ignore it. Just ignore a lot of my follows. I don't have patterns. You can't trace it back to me. Wraith, I'm gonna have to ask you to fucking stop. I'll bribe you with a 3-headed dragon from AOS. I can't play AOS! Being threatened with Titans and Monster energy drinks and money. I'm being threatened with money. The worst part is that my mods know where I actually live in real life, which is terrifying. Man like snake girls. You do not sell me down the river like that, motherfucker! Do not sell me down the river! Good to know that, like, if the horny police came to my house, my audience would be the first ones to, like, right here, officer. God damn! God damn it! Someone found it. I stashed my energy cans in Terran shipping containers. You poor fucking fool. Why would you do that? The Inquisition checks everything that comes into the Sol system. Everything! No cavern is safe! No cavity is safe. 203-headed dragon girls. It is, dear announcer. You stop right now. That I'll pay for Gen Con tickets for you. I'm not going to America right now! The same day Henry Cavill's Warhammer 40k project comes out, GW is going to launch an Emperor mini for Horus Heresy and have rules for 40k, because why not? No, they're not. Why would they do that? We don't even know what Henry Cavill's show is about. How hard are the honey police in this instance? Oh no! We must alert the others if our drinks are compromised. Next is Blahaj. No! Okay, Big E on the tabletop would go insane. How would you power scale that? Announcer is Canadian? Oh, Canada. What do you think about 40k channels that just hate? Nothing positive, just pure hate. Channels that dedicate themselves to hating on stuff genuinely are a waste of fucking space. I get wanting to criticize stuff. I get it. But then there's an unhealthy obsession where genuinely I think you need to go to fucking therapy. Because even the amount of money is not worth it. Like, Jesus Christ. Hey. Yeah, no, like, guys, when I don't hate on things. I don't. If I don't like something, I just avoid it. Or I don't deal with it. And criticism, by the way, isn't hate. Criticism is just like, I think this could be better. Or like, I didn't like this in this thing. Where you debunk the whole Space Marines are clones of their Primarchs, being that hateful has just to be exhausting. How do those people even live? In the case of that person, he lives because dark internet money groups that pay him and other idiots like him massive amounts of money to just spew bullshit. That's how it works. And that's how it be. And with people, like, at the end of the day, they're just hurting themselves. Like, I had one person say, like, oh, well, I returned the Ash of the Imperium book because of the female custodies. Really think about that for half a second? This bitch showed up for 3 to 4 pages in a book of 425 pages. She showed up for barely a fraction of the book, and this fucking loser returned the book. Because a woman showed up. A woman was in the book for barely a percent of it. Not even a percent. And he had that much of a bitch fit and returned the book. Because a woman was in it. Really think about that. That's who we're dealing with here. That's how miserable those people are. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, that's insane. How insecure do you have to be as a person to throw away a good book like that? And it's not even a criticism of the book. It's just there was a woman in it. Oh, Crunch, the argument the argument that people are saying like there can't be black Space Marines, that they're all like the gene seed makes them direct clones of their Primarch, which is not true at all. Yeah, like, and at the end of the day, like, the thing I need to point out to a lot of people, and this is something that, like, shuts down all arguments. This is the thing that shuts down all arguments. It's a franchise based off of plastic toy soldiers that we build and paint. Who the fuck cares? And you shouldn't even be asking that question because it's fucking science fiction. I'm going to look up the Space Marine organs. One moment. One moment. Because people say, oh, well, Space Marines can exist. All right. On Lexicanum. We're going to read through this together. You chat, we're going to read through this together. You and me. You and me. Together. Phase 0, the implementation process. Unique to the Space Wolves chapter, their aspirants drink something derived from their... Oh, wait, no. The secondary heart, phase 1. The simplest and most self-sufficient of implants allows Space Marine to survive his other heart being damaged or destroyed, and to survive in low oxygen environments. Not just a backup, the secondary heart can boost the blood flow around the Marine's body, allowing them to survive traumatic injury. Chad, if we try to squeeze more shit in here, we're gonna explode. The human body is an engineering master degree's worst fucking nightmare. How the fuck do we work? How do you pack this in there into a small child, nonetheless? Because remember, these aren't adults this is happening to. This is children. This is children at 12 years of age. Osmodula. A small, complex, tubular organ, the osmodula secretes hormones that both affect the ossification of the skeleton and encourages the forming bone growth to absorb ceramic-based chemicals that are laced into the Marine's diet. Ceramic-based chemicals. This drastically alters the way a Space Marine's bones grow and develop. 2 years after its implants, the first Earth's put in the subject's long bones will have increased in size and strength, along with most other bones, and the ribcage will have been fused into a solid, bulletproof mass of interlocking plates. Chat, do you know why our ribcages are not fused into a solid, bulletproof mass? It's so we can bend over. This just tells you Space Marines can't bend over. The small circular organ is inserted into the chest cavity and releases hormones that vastly increase muscle growth throughout the Marine's body. It also serves to form the hormonal basis for many of the later implants. Too much muscles can be bad for you. The hemastamen. Implanted in the main circulatory system, this tiny implant not only increases the hemoglobin content of the subject's blood, making it more efficient at carrying oxygen around the body and making the subject's blood a bright red, it also serves to monitor and control the actions of phases 2 and 3. A liver-shaped organ about the size of a golf ball. The implant is placed within the chest cavity and connected with the circulatory system. It generates and controls the Laramen cells, which are released into the bloodstream. If the recipient is wounded, the attached cells to the leukocytes, white blood cells, in the blood are carried off to the site of the wound, where upon contact with the air they form a near instant patch of scar tissue, sealing any wounds a Space Marine may suffer, acting like Platyles, only better. Despite this, foreign objects such as embedded metal shrapnel or blades can restrict scar tissue. Where's the one where you can spit acid? Oh, here's another one. This implant's called the Remembrancer. Allows Space Marine to learn by eating. By eating my enemies, I can learn things. Oh, now we're fucking with the brain. Man, I really hope you don't fuck up with that knife, Apothecary. The implant sits at the base of the brain and provides hormonal and genetic stimuli, which enables a Marine's eyes to respond to optic therapy. This in turn allows the apothecaries to make adjustments to the growth patterns of the eye and light-receptive retinal cells. Retinal cells. Bleh. The result being that Space Marines have far superior vision to normal humans and can see in low-light conditions in daylight. Oh boy, I hope you don't make them blind, chat. It is very easy to fuck this up. Also, what the fuck do you mean, superior vision? Not only does this implant make a Space Marine immune to dizziness or motion sickness, it also allows Space Marines to consciously filter out and enhance certain sounds. This is a fucking lie. Because Space Marines get dizzy and sick, motion sick, a lot in the books. Where's the fucking one that allows me to spit acid? Oh! the mucranoid. This implant allows a space marine to sweat an oily, naturally cleansing substance that coats the skin and offers resistance to extreme heat or cold. You modified the sweat glands. Oh, here it is. Boucher's gland consists of 2 identical glands implanted either into the lower lip alongside the salivary glands or into the hard palate. The gland works in a similar way to the poison gland of venomous reptiles by synthesizing and storing deadly poison, which the Marines themselves are immune to. This allows a space marine to spit a blinding contact poison. The poison is also corrosive and can burn away strong metals, given sufficient time. Chat, when you throw up, that leaves behind acid damage. It's why your throat fucking hates you after you throw up. You mean to tell me that they can just spit acid with no repercussions? Bullshit. Has any recent thing been mentioned about Space Marines spitting acid? Not recently. What do you want? Come here. You're screaming again. You're screaming again. Come here. No, we're not playing. That's it, bitch. That's it, bitch. It's time for punishment. It's time for punishment. Where's Cam 2? Kitty time. Say hello to the kitty. Say hello to the kitty, chat. She gets... This is punishment. She loses leg privileges. It must be shown on camera. She lost her leg privileges now. You lost leg privileges. Because you won't stop screaming. Her name is Sarah. You lost leg privileges. No walking for you. She is my baby. She is my tiny squishy kitty. Oh, you're bapping me with your tail? You're bapping me with your tail. You want me to go to the bathroom and spend time in there with you, but I have no reason to be in there. I have no reason to be in the bathroom right now with you. I don't have to go use the toilet. I don't. And you don't like hanging out in there with me when I'm taking a bath or a shower because you're a fucking coward. And you don't like water. But you'll happily drink from the sink like a fucking creature. So the salamander thing is called Firesight. Thermal vision, they can see patterns created onto their weapons through the heat emitted by their weapons. Guys, we humans are so fucking fragile, it hurts. And we don't even know what makes a custodes a custodes. Maybe, just maybe, it's not real. Get over yourself. And if anyone's gonna whine and bitch about it, look them dead in the eye and tell them it's a fucking science fiction game. Who cares? Is it fun? That's all that matters. If you came for consistent storytelling, you're in the wrong place. Ooh, 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 ooh. Big struggle, big struggle, big struggle. There. You can stand. You have been given back standing privileges. You want attention? This is attention. I'm working. You know this is where I work. If I'm sitting here, I'm working. Oh yeah, all those hours on Balatro, he's totally working, chat. The floor, and they have to pull out one of those claws Grandma used to pick up stuff off the floor. Sup? Not much. How's it going? It's going alright. Got a cat. Human problems do not concern the kitten. Well, she threw up in my bed, so it does concern me. I do think those people that complain there can't be Black Space Marines with the Space Wolves or other chapters are crazy. It's based on racism. It's based off of fucking culture war, racist bullshit, and it's garbage. Oh, well, what about, like, the white representation? Oh, you mean all the other fucking characters? She's on the desk now. She has escaped. She has escaped. She has escaped, chat. Don't go anywhere. Love you. Love you, kitty. You're a good baby, but I need you to not scream, okay? Oh yeah, she's a bit grumpy. She's a bit grumpy now because I grabbed her. Where do they put the damn things anyway? Don't you know? I have no idea why the Emperor removed the Emperor's ability, the Space Marine's ability to bend down. Putting IRL politics into 40k is the worst. Hey, Camry Kuo. Camry Kuo. Come closer. A little closer. A little closer. Not that close. I want to kiss you. Okay? Modern politics have been in 40k since its fucking inception. I kid you the fuck not. I'm gonna bring stuff up. I'm gonna bring stuff up here. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Doop-a-doo. Taro's campaign, literally based off the Gulf War. Literally inspired by the Gulf War. Pretty topical, ain't it? High Fleet for Tyrannic War literally had made a joke about people like anti-vaxxers, with people literally not believing the threat in the fucking sky. As Tyranid spores rain down upon them, Ripper swarms rising up out of the sewers, and people said fake news and bullshit. Because the Imperial propaganda machine is just that good. Sisters of Battle, a argument on why religious militarism is bad. Leagues of Votan, unchecked capitalism, bad. Don't include modern politics in 40K. Are you fucking for real? Specifically 80s British football hooligans. It's baked in. War which is in the name, is an armed conflict between armed forces of states or between governmental, oh look at that, political forces, and armed groups that are organized under a certain command structure and have the capacity to sustain military operations, or between such organized groups. Oh no! Oh no! There's politics in my Warhammer!
Oh no, there's politics in your Warhammer. Whatever will you do? Stop buying it? Probably not.
It's like an outlet for creatives to be creative. And creatives are gonna commentary. The orcs were a way of making fun of football hooligans and Nazi skinheads and those fucking idiots back in the 80s. Because guess what? There's a lot of people at Games Workshop back in the 80s that really didn't like those groups. If you don't like politics and shit, sorry to say, you're gonna have a hard time trying to find stuff without politics in it. Star Trek was literally built on that shit. Star Wars was literally built on that shit. Lord of the fucking Rings was built on that shit. You don't get it both ways. You don't get it both ways. Again, I'm a point to the fucking sign. The Imperium of Man stands as a cautionary tale of what would happen should the very worst of humanity's lust for power and extreme unyielding xenophobia set in. Like so many aspects of Warhammer 40k, the Imperium is satirical. There are no goodies in 40k, especially not the Imperium of Man. Warhammer has politics in it, both old and modern. Get over it. Every time I hear someone say they shouldn't include politics in 40k, I'm like, then 40k shouldn't exist. Sorry. Like, what do you want here? What do you want here? You want bland white bread? Because that's all you're asking for. I just want a game where like X shoots X. Cool. Fine. Whatever. Go make that. See how far you get. See how far you get. Because I can tell you right now, 40k is popular because of a lot of the stuff in it. Because it's interesting storytelling, it's diverse universe of horrific bullshit that you'll see. It is grimdark. And what's the worst of the worst that you can think of? It is a universe where the gods laugh at your misery. A universe where the worst of humanity runs humanity. But Neo Luna, that's the thing. This is another thing of like, people that don't know what the fuck they're talking about shouldn't be opening their fucking mouths. Now, it is true that 40k does use the Imperium as the main character of 40k. It's true. And they do epic pieces of art. They do epic pieces of art. That is not an argument here. Like, that, they do that. Like, clearly, like, well, we can go as far back as like look here. Yeah, this is pretty epic. This is a pretty epic picture. And without context, yeah, like, these are clearly humans fighting off an alien menace that's trying to kill them. Totally understandable. Totally get it. Oh, geez. Like the recent arc of Commissar Yarrick. Okay, yeah, that makes him look pretty fucking cool. But then you remember that 40K is more than just artwork. $40K is more than just artwork. There's stories in there. There's text that you have to read. And is everybody good at reading? No. Is everybody good at reading subtext? Fuck no. I've met more than enough people like that. But I'm going to go to the best example that I have. The best example that I have right now. Book 1, Horus Rising. Literally has a philosophical debate where it is a brainwashed child soldier being dog-walked through a debate, a conversation about how we're in the right for dragging these people who were completely fine on their own into our way of life, into our way of thinking. I wonder what real-world examples we can find with that. Interesting. Very interesting. The problem with these hate groups, the problem with these disgusting losers is that they were allowed to ferment in other ecosystems, and they just came in and tabletop wargaming did nothing to kick them out for years. And this is a symptom, not the cause. This is a symptom of the problem. The cause of the problem is a bunch of fucking loser-ass hate groups that billionaires and pedophiles use to basically distract us from the actual problems going on. Shocker, I know. Because it's easier to convince an idiot that the foreigner is their enemy rather than the guy who's been stealing their wages. Who would win? Who would win? A Sister of Battle or a Sister of Silence? A Sister of Battle is just a regular girl trained in power armor. A Sister of Silence is a way more elite than that. What about the elected people who are stealing from their coffers to fund their own campaign? They're bitches too. They're bitches too. Strong, good leaders are the ones that benefit the people. The selfless ones that make life better for everyone. Not just a specific racial group, not just a specific economic class. Leaders that work hard to actually benefit everyone are the best kinds of leaders. But yeah, no, guess what? Politics exists in 40K. Like, I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, anybody says keep politics out of 40K, just look at them and say many of the events in 40K are inspired by real world wars, which are political. Am I open to doing a collab with Madman Fenrir? I don't know what we do, and I don't know. I don't think me and him cross over that much. I bought my first 40K models. Good for you. I missed the early 2000s. No, what you miss is the simplicity of your early days. The early 2000s were shit. Saw you finish Lancer the other day. What nonsense. It's not like there is a corrupt governing body in 40K at all, and definitely not with their own secrets to hide. My painting is going good. I'm currently painting Titus. Great Nights, and is excited. I'm glad that you got models. I'm glad that you're having fun. Which is what you should be having. There's a reason why I did drugs in the early 2000s. Oh, that sucks. Haven't fought Grey Knights yet. They're an interesting army right now, but they do need a lot of help. The Imperium is an autocratic, bio-theocratical, oligarchy, feudalistic, colonistic, xenophobic hellhole, and I missed some for sure. I'm painting Titus too, just Prime Titus, Gadriel, and Mataris. Nice. It's a clean break. Oh! Blessed be the clean breaks. Blessed be. Yeah, Chad, I'll show you the model I painted before we go tonight. Where did I post it? I posted on Gremlin May server. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Damn, Gremlin May server really do talk about 40K like crazy. Good for them. I'm glad they're having fun. Very good people in that server. Very good people. There it is. Found it. Ta-da! Tank I painted. Ta-da! R2D2 tank. It's real pretty. Yeah, I've been working hard on my Space Marine army. Oh yeah, no, Void Go. The Void Dragon model is really not beginner friendly. There's a lot of moving parts to that model. Why that looked like it was Optimus crying inside of his trailer? Is a Hellbrute or Angron beginner friendly? A Hellbrute will be a hell of a lot more beginner friendly to you. Any recommendations of Blood Angels books before buying a model kit set? Let's go looking. Give me one momento. Blood Angels books. There is Dante by Guy Haley. There's the Mephiston trilogy. There's Devastation of Baal and Darkness in the Blood. Dante is the story of Lord Commander Dante. That's the guy who leads the Blood Angels. Mephiston is the story about the Blood Angels' strongest fucking librarian, like the leader of the Librarius of the Blood Angels, and is basically it's basically just Dracula. It's great. Devastation of Baal is focusing on the Third Tyrannic War, which was Tyranids versus Blood Angels. And then Darkness and the Blood is their new book that I have no idea what it's about. What about Dark Angels book recommendations? Oh, Kane! Shit. I was already planning to raid into you guys. Shit. Hey everybody. Hi. I'm an announcer of games. I'm a variety streamer, but I mostly focus on Warhammer 40k. I'm also a 40k content creator. But yeah, thank you so much for raiding into me. I appreciate you very much. There's a lot of Dark Angels books. Oh, Mitsuki, why? Why do you do this to me, guys? I appreciate you guys a lot. Who's gonna wrap up here right away? I love you guys so much, but Jesus. Hello, Mitsuki's gang again. I am an announcer of games. I am a variety content creator, but I mostly focus on Warhammer 40k, which is what we're talking about right now. Currently, I was asked a question of what books do I recommend for specific factions to start with, and Warhammer Community did the work for me. There's Legends of the Dark Angels, which is an omnibus, which is multiple books or short stories put into a collection. There's the Legacy of Caliban series, which is the Legacy of Caliban, Ravenwing, Master of Sanctity, and the Unforgiven. There's the Pandorax and the War of Secrets book. There's Cypher, Lord of the Fallen, which focuses on the titular Fallen of the Dark Angels. Then there's The Lion, Son of the Forest by Mike Brooks. This is a really good book if you really want to learn who Lionel Johnson is. Lazarus, he is the 4th company captain of the Dark Angels. And yeah, these are good books to start with if you want to read Dark Angels. Mitsuki couldn't be Kakiyin as Dio. Oh, do all Blood Angel successors send their black rages into the Death Company? Each chapter has their own Death Company. See y'all, have fun and a good day, afternoon, evening, and night. Thank you. Still waiting to see what the hell Cypher is doing. You're gonna keep waiting. What's the best book for Thousand Suns? Anything with Ahriman. There's the Ahriman book series, which is really fucking good. The Thousand Suns don't really have books outside of A Thousand Suns and Horus Heresy books. But if you want, like, modern tellings of the Thousand Suns Legion, you're going to need to read the Ahriman books. But the very first book, which is... the very first, like, Thousand Suns book is A Thousand Suns, which is the Horus Heresy book, which is basically their origin story. And it's my second favorite book. Ta-da! A Thousand Suns by Graham McNeil. Are any of the Salamanders books good? From what I'm aware, they're mediocre at best. The Horus Heresy ones, they get a mixed reception. I don't like them, but there are plenty of other content creators that I do know that read them and they love them. There is the Salamanders Omnibus, but that's going to be pretty hard to come by. Salamanders haven't gotten a lot of books. Is Karn's Betrayal one good, or are they any of the World Eater book? Are there any other World Eaters books? It's not a lot of World Eaters books. There's Betrayer, which was really their first book. But Karn is usually a pretty fun read. It's pretty hard to write a book about the World Eaters. But yeah, we're gonna share the raid. We're gonna like continue on the raid to other people because I was planning to end my stream. You read the Soul Drinkers books? I have. They're decent. We're gonna raid into Otako 10. Alright, but we'll be streaming again tomorrow, chat. Thank you all so much for coming. I very much appreciate each and every one of you. You're all wonderful and great. Please go show Otako 10 some love. And I will see you all tomorrow. Good night, everybody.
Big hops. Come on.